Welcome to Hindsight 2021 for the second week of August. I'm Damian Muziani, and here's your news. Leading off, the clock continues to tick on the tenuous tenure of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Empire State Attorney General Letitia James released findings obtained outside the AG's office, which concluded that Cuomo sexually harassed 11 women in the past. She called it a sad day for New York. What's even sadder is that if James succeeds in kicking Cuomo out the door, it would mean that every elected predecessor before her this century ended up being forced to resign from public office due to sexual complaints. It's almost like the title Attorney General comes with its own God complex. Right, Alec Baldwin?
You ask me if I have a God complex? Let me tell you something. I am God.
Yeah, you don't tell God to move his bike, sorry. So when your state is being corrupted by a reckless abuse of power, what do? Why, you give them even more power, of course. That's what Iowa Senator Joni Ernst wants. She's filed what's known as the Cuomo Amendment to the bipartisan infrastructure bill, which, if adopted, would cut off all federal funding to entire states if their AG thinks that the governor acted inappropriately and refuses to resign. Thinks is the key word here. No due process, no trial, just an opinion from above, and you and your family endure a scorched earth reality, ending all federal funding, pandemic relief, emergency aid from FEMA, hospital bills, education, all gone with one song from Gladys Knight and the Pimps. Oh, is that too much? Well, full disclosure, this was Andrew Cuomo in the 70s. Pimp. And if you think Tish stands apart from her corrupt predecessors, remember that she and 1,800 of the country's smartest and highest paid investigators in the New York Attorney General's office worked every day with accused alcoholic and woman beater Eric Schneiderman for 7 years and never had the slightest clue that he was the biggest traitor to New York since Benedict Arnold took command of West Point in 1780. And yet, Frank Sinatra's son was able to force his resignation in just 3 hours from uptown. Oh, and did James do the right thing and attempt to prosecute Schneiderman for this? Of course she didn't. God may have left the building, but his complex is alive and well in Lower Manhattan. And finally this week, it is with a truly humble heart that I can announce that I have been honored by a chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences with a 2021 Emmy Award nomination in the category of Writer. I started producing Hindsight 43 weeks ago, and I'm so grateful for this recognition that affirms everything that I've worked for. I want to thank my wife, Adriana, for always helping and believing in me, David Brunner of the DBNA Television Network for his support of Hindsight, and especially to you, our loyal followers and diehard viewers who partake of my savage weekly capsule every Monday morning. If you are new to Hindsight, welcome aboard, and thank you for giving me 3 minutes to try to make your day a little brighter. And that's your news. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with Fresh Hindsight.